to Calabama Cooking with Chef Lorious. I'm so happy to have you here tonight. I am beyond excited, you guys, because we are back in the Love Lab. I'm so excited to be back in the Love Lab. Now, in full disclosure, guys, I'm getting all my stuff together. In full disclosure, the Love Lab is not completely ready, okay? The lab is almost there. It's coming along. I'd say we're like 98% there, I think, or so. But we still had a couple of hiccups at the last minute. We had some issues with the, okay. We had some issues with the cabinets, doors, and things haven't come back. And we've still been cooking at VJ's, which is Mom's. But you know what, guys? It was time to come back to the Love Lab. And it's not perfect, but I know that you guys, my Calabama family, hashtag Team Calabama, we are in this thing together, and you guys will understand. You're not going to judge me because my cabinet doors aren't on yet, right? Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. So, all right, let's get some housekeeping out the way, and then we're going to get cooking. First of all, share this video. You heard it. Share this video. One more time. Share this video. You guys, we are doing amazing things right here with Team Calabama, and it's growing. We're spreading the love, and that's what I'm all about. So, today I went live about a couple hours ago to tell you guys I was making chili. Someone asked me, well, a couple people have, but someone very specifically asked me if I would tell you guys what I was cooking ahead of time so they could get the ingredients and cook with me. So, I decided to give it a test run, and that's what we're going to do tonight. So, I posted the ingredients. There's another recording of me on this page from a couple hours ago where I listed all of the ingredients. I will repost the recipe when I go back and finish, once this is live, is done. Sorry. I will go back and repost everything. But in the meantime, that's what we're making tonight. So, first of all, I'm looking down here. I've got my people. I've got my phone here, so I can see what's going on. Share this video. Make sure you sign in. Check in, who's in the house, put those cities and states down there. I love seeing where you guys are from, and it's awesome, it's exciting. So we are going to jump right in tonight. I will chat along the way because y'all know I can't keep my mouth closed. If we have some technical oops or something along the way, just know that hashtag Team Calabama. Team means we're in it together. My house is not complete. It ended up being a lot more of a remodel than just the kitchen. So if you see some glimpses of stuff all over the place, the painting is still being done in some rooms. It's been quite a hectic summer. But that's okay, team. We're in this together. So, we are going to make chili tonight. Now, as always, you guys, I have already got a little pot here that I've cooked. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell how different the kitchen is yet or not. This is not my big reveal. I'm going to wait till we really get everything in. Like, there's still stuff I can tell needs to be done. But I'm going to do a big reveal. I love... Y'all, I'm wiping my hands because I scratched my face and we're getting ready to cook. I might wash my hands real quick. I'm in love with this kitchen. I just got to say that. And I hope you guys like it too. I see it. Oh, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Oh, hey, Mississippi in the house. We got some Jersey, some Carolina, and some Louisiana. Y'all, we're about to do this thing tonight. Now, okay. See how I can do all that in my new kitchen and still talk? So we're going to get started. We're going to jump right in. Keep those comments coming. Any questions you have along the way, let me know. I'm going to try to keep this to a half hour like we always do. But since I'm going to let you cook with me, I might have to slow down in some spots. So if you're timing, you have to jump off. I get it. This will not go anywhere. You can always jump back on and finish your cooking lesson. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by, I have some butter in here that I'm softening up. I'm letting the butter melt, and I always start with getting my veggies going. You guys remember the people, right? So, of course, we've got some minced garlic here. I've got my ingredients here. I've got minced garlic. Okay, I'm going to get that in there. And let me get my other spatula out. I tried to get everything out ahead of time because, like I said, I don't have cabinet doors yet. But I have a few cabinet doors. I just don't have them all. Okay, so there's our minced garlic is in there. And this is a brand new stove I got cooktop too, you guys. Look at this. This is all nice and glass and things. I'll be honest, I burned a couple things on here though because it gets hot. So, it gets so hot. So, you know when you don't realize your stuff is old until you get something new? That happened to me. And I was like, oh man, I made some shrimp and grits this weekend and I burned my grits. How you burn grits? Well, if you are not used to your stove heating tighten up like that, then you can burn. Anyway, they were still good. I just creamed them up and kept stirring. Okay, I'm going to mix in here also. We've got our garlic. Remember I told you guys to have some minced garlic? There's minced garlic in here. And what I did is I've cut this recipe in half right now. I made half earlier this afternoon, and I'm making half for you now. So this is half a green bell pepper and half of a yellow onion that I am browning here in some butter. You can use olive oil to brown it or whatever you'd like, okay? And this is going to get our oil nice and seasoned up here. See this? We're going to let this start getting soft, and then as this gets soft, okay, Travell asked me, I have electric. I cook with electric. My house, my neighborhood is electric. I prefer gas, but I have electric, and I am thankful. So my mom has gas, though, so it's interesting. When I'm cooking at her house, it's actually very different because she does have gas. So anyway, so I'm just being a little cautious with this heat because this thing gets so hot so fast, you guys. I'm telling you, I've burned a couple things, and that's not cool. So I'm getting there. Now, while this is starting to get soft and things, I'm going to talk to you about our other ingredients here. And if you have any questions along the way, always ask. All right, share those cities and states. Share this video. Hashtag Team Calabama. Okay, so we're going to use, I think you guys remember I said earlier, well, I'm going to act like I didn't do that earlier video because maybe you didn't see it and I don't want to keep referencing it. This is our meat. Now, we're going to be using ground chuck, and I use ground sausage. Now, I use chuck because it has about 20% fat in it. You can always get a leaner meat. There's nothing wrong with a leaner meat. But honestly, in my opinion, you want the fat. You want a little bit of the fat, okay? And the fat is your friend. Don't be scared of it. Don't be scared. Travell asks, the food tastes different on gas versus electric. Not if you know what you're doing. No, I don't think it tastes any different on gas versus, I don't think so, and I've cooked on both a lot. It doesn't make a difference as far as I can tell. You just have to watch your technique, you know, but the food itself tastes fine because the seasonings is what makes the food. But your technique can be a little different because the gas heats up differently than electric, and it holds the temperature different than electric, and anyway, it's just very detailed, but I'm happy to have that detailed conversation with you more offline. I don't want to get everybody into it, but no, the food doesn't taste different. So I'm going to add to this, you see my veggies here are cooking. If you guys are cooking this at home, let me know if you're cooking at home. If you're cooking at home, let me know, okay? So you got your garlic in there, and your onions, and your green peppers, okay? Now those are starting to cook. To that, we're going to add, now again, like I said, I'm using half of this recipe, so I'm going to add 1 pound of ground chuck, okay? Half a pound of hot Italian sausage, half a pound of mild Italian sausage. And if you're thinking, how did I know which one was hot and which one was mild? I didn't. I just know one is hot and I know one is mild. Okay? So, we're going to start cooking these together here. And we're going to get this meat going in with these veggies here. This is going to be good. This is the foundational goodies of what's going to make our chili. So we're going to give that some time to cook up. And while that's cooking up, I'm going to show you over here, talk to you about the process. Now, you know, they have these little fancy tools. I have one. I don't know where I put it. That can help you kind of, you know, ding up the meat and everything like that. So, okay, not cooking at home. Now, it's okay if you're not cooking at home. I trust that you guys are going to make these things. If you are, I just want to make sure you can see it. And the thing is, at any point in time, you can go back and play these videos and cook this at home. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, Chef Lorious, why didn't you season your meat? You're always telling us to season our meat. I'm glad you've been listening, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the way we cook our chili, the way I cook my chili, I brown my meat with my veggies, okay? And then I'm going to make a roux. And I season the roux, and I get the roux mixed all in there so that the seasoning is all in the whole meat thing. So, I do season my meat. I just do it in a different process with chili than I usually do. But yes, so technically we're seasoning our meat, I guess you could say, with onions and bell peppers. And this roux we're going to make is going to be delicious. Is this the recipe my husband used at the chili cook-off? I am so glad Samora asked that question, because this is one of my proudest stories. And I'm going to try to tell the story right. Our church has a chili cook-off from time to time. And when they do it, they have it as a men's chili cook-off. So my husband entered And he won. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason that's funny. Because it was my recipe, yes, but it's really not just my recipe, you guys. I cannot take full credit for this, as much as I would love to. He and I, probably was it, you say 4 or 5 years ago? Something like that. Probably 4 or 5 years ago, we were getting ready to make chili for, I guess, Super Bowl or something. I don't know. But something we were doing, and we were like, you know what, let's mess around. Or New Year's we always do gumbo. It was good. Anyway, I think when he's telling me when New Year's we did the both. Anyway, the point is, we were getting ready to make chili, and we were messing around, and we were trying to figure out, like, let's do something different. Let's do something different. Let's do something different. And so we just kind of, yeah, it was New Year's, because you said, what if you make a roux? And he said, what if you did a roux with it like you do the gumbo? And we started messing with that, and that worked. And then we started looking around at some other things, and then we landed on the beer. I think I read that somewhere. Somebody's recipe one time had that in some cookbook I read. And I put, of course, more than they had. I did some things different, but fundamentally, I just kind of got these ideas. And then we just kept messing with it and messing with it. And we landed on this chili. And I won, well, he won that year. Okay, what did they say? When do I add the beer? Later. No mushroom or celery. I don't use mushroom or celery in mine, Tracy, but you can. That's the beauty of chili. Chili is a very individualized dish. So you can put whatever you want in it. I just put onions and green bell peppers in mine because I like to focus on the meat. When I make a whole pot, I'm using my small pot here so you guys can see it, but when I normally make a pot of chili, I use my big, let me show you. I usually use my big 8-quart, stock pot to make it. But I broke this batch up to make 2 batches because I wanted to make one early and one later. So, point being, in that batch of chili, I used 4 pounds of meat. Okay, so I use 2 pounds of beef and 2 pounds of sausage. And the sausage in there just does wonders. It has so much good fat flavor in it. And I like the mild and the hot because the hot helps it have some kick, because y'all know I love spicy food. But the mild tones it down. Now, in some other recipes, you've seen me use sweet sausage mixed with hot. And I do that too sometimes in some recipes. But this recipe, I think it's better with the mild. But I don't know, maybe one time we'll try it with the sweet. I'm sure it will be fine. Remember, share this video. Okay, LeBon says he's lost weight, but he's going to gain it back. LeBon, I lost 30 pounds last year, 2 years ago. I lost them 2 years ago, and I found them 3 months ago. I had been looking for them. They've been looking for me. Okay. All right, guys. What we got here? Do I put beans in my chilies? So, okay. We are not bean people. Now, I have put beans in them. When we enter competition chili, we usually do add beans. In the recipe I give you, you can add beans. Nothing is wrong with adding beans. I recommend red kidney beans if you do. But we're just not big on it, so we like the meat, so I don't add them. Okay, but it's nothing wrong with it and it can work. Alrighty, that's why I asked in the question of the week, I said, do you like beans or no beans, hot, mild, or spicy, because everybody's different. So, now that this meat is cooked up, we're going to take it, I'm going to pour it out in here. Let me turn this off. I'm getting used to this new stove still. I'm so glad we're friends and family, everybody, because I'm telling y'all, woo, when you learn how to do some things, see how hot that thing got? Real quick. I'm going to pour this in here. Oh, Lord, please don't let me make a mess. I feel like this is not a good idea. Okay, hold on, family. Ooh! Y'all, I told you. Y'all not praying hard enough for me. Hold on. Let me get the ladle. Pray harder, pray harder. I'm just going to ladle it out. Usually I just like to pour it out, but I don't have my right stuff. Everything is not put away yet in the new kitchen. And so it's just, oh, hold on, you guys. Just stay there. Keep watching the meat. Hold on. Don't leave. Whatever you do. Here. Okay. I'm just going to go another route and get just a big dish that I have handy and pour in this. We tried to think through to make sure we had everything out because it's not all put back yet. And since it's not all put back yet, everything's not where I'm used to it being. You know? But that's why I like cooking with my family, because because family doesn't hold that stuff against you. They just love you anyway. All right, now we're going to start with our roux. So if you're cooking at home, hopefully your meat is done now too, okay? And we're going to make a roux. Okay. All righty, y'all, so we're going to turn this on low. Now, to make a roux, you want equal parts of flour and oil. I'm using peanut oil tonight. You can use any kind of oil you want. It does not matter, okay? Peanut oil does not have a heavy flavor to it, so it's not like you're going to have peanut-flavored chili, okay? So I'm using a ½ cup because I don't want this to be, I mean, it's not, it'll be thick, but it doesn't need to be that thick. ½ cup of oil and a ½ cup of flour, okay? And what we're going to do with this, and you're thinking, girl, why are you making a roux? Well, this is just, I told y'all this is how we came up, this is what we did. And Samora was there, she asked about it, the one that we entered in the contest, we won. We won, and it was a secret ballot contest. So they didn't even know it was mine. All right, now you see this? You want this to cook together. Someone says, can you use olive oil? Yes, you can use olive oil. I probably wouldn't because olive oil is a lot thicker and it might not do what you want it to do. But I don't think anything would go drastically wrong. But I would recommend like either vegetable oil or canola oil or peanut oil or something like that, okay? All right. Louisiana, hey! Okay. Oh, LeBon. Okay, LeBon's mad because I'm using metal. He knows this is my new Calphalon. Okay, okay, okay. Just for LeBon. Are you happy now? Okay, here we go. So I'm using this one. Now, you see how this starts to bubble up? This is just getting thicker. This is your roux thickening up. Now, this is what I do. This may not be the right technique. I'm cooking at home, and I'm telling you what works. I season the roux. So I'm going to put in a 1/3 cup of chili powder. This is 3 tablespoons of cumin. Cumin or cumin? I was asking you guys earlier. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Cumin? You don't know. Okay. 3 tablespoons of cumin. And then I've also got 3 tablespoons of oregano. Okay. Now, I put all of this in this roux. See here? Okay. And then I'm going to add my meat back to it. Now, some people like to drain their meat. I don't drain my meat because I actually want the liquid in my meat to get in here because that's going to help my stuff along. Okay? There's that one. And this one. There we go. So now, I'm going to take this. And you see I'm going to mix all this up. So you see how this seasoning is getting in here? Now I'm seasoning my meat. See there? And that roux that we mixed up with that seasoning is thickening the meat. It's getting all in here. So this thickening agent called roux is going to be all the way through every bit of our chili. You see that? See, you thought I was crazy, didn't you? Okay, yeah, somebody said. Yeah, I say cumin, you say cumin. Thank you. Okay, so you see this? Look at that. Now that smells good. Now you guys, remember I used chipotle pepper in there as well. I forgot to put that in there earlier. I love this package of Girl Mates chipotle pepper. When I'm making a full batch, I use a full pack. I use half in the other batch and half in this. I do use this package, okay? So, I forgot to put that in a second ago. I kept the packet out because I wanted you guys to see it. Okay, make sure I turn this down. I'm getting used to this new stove, y'all. Now we're going to add our liquids. Share this video, y'all. Everybody needs to be in on this. Okay, this is a cup of beer and a cup of beef broth. All right. Now, what beer do you use, Lori? I am so glad you asked. Travell wants a pork-free batch. Listen, cuz, I'm running out of stuff to do. Because you got to have a pig. The Lord gave us the pig. Now, you're asking, let me talk about the beer I put in this chili. Okay. My kitchen is not finished, LeBon. Someone just asked me. No, my kitchen is not finished. It's coming. Okay. Now, the beer I use. Usually, I use either Guinness or Heineken. I have used Corona before, but Corona is a very light beer. and it just doesn't have a ton of flavor that really helps with the chili. What I use today is a cousin to Guinness. Now y'all know I believe in family relationships. This is a blonde ale. This is Guinness's light-skinned cousin, blonde cousin. It's called Boddington's, and it's a Boddington. This is the beer I used. Okay, so Guinness I like and recommend. My husband's telling me how to pronounce it, and I'm saying it all wrong. But this is what I use today. Now, I usually recommend Guinness or this because these are nice. They're nice ales, and the flavor is very rich. Now, if you don't drink, don't worry. The alcohol is going to cook out because they're going to bring it to a boil. My kids eat my chili, and they've never gotten buzzed. So, worry not about that, okay? Now, I use a whole can when I make the full pot, so this time I used half of it. Now, when I make my beef broth, also, I use, this is what I use whenever I use broths, okay? I'm going to put links to these things down there because a lot of times you guys ask me what I'm using, so this is what I use. And I just use like a big tablespoon or so of this to a cup of water. I stirred the two up together and just poured them in, okay? This is better than bouillon. This stuff is amazing. Keep it in your refrigerator, and Costco sells the chicken one. Well, Costco sells them all, but Costco has the chicken one in a really big size, which is really cool. And it will last you, especially now that we're coming into soup season, it'll last you, well, it'll last us a month maybe. All right, so that's that. I'll put links to that below. Now, I'm going to go a little quickly here. If you're cooking at home, hopefully we're caught up. See how this is starting to look like chili? See that? Look at that. What we got here? All right, y'all. Heineken is Dutch. You love it. Heineken works well, too. Heineken has a very full flavor that works in this way. We started off using Heineken. For the first couple of years we did this, we used Heineken. And I think then one time there was some Guinness around or something. I don't remember how it happened, but there was some Guinness. And I was like, let me just try this. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, bring this to a boil. So if you're at home cooking, hopefully yours looks like this. All right? Remember, you guys, share this video. Tell me where you are. Next, we're going to add in our fire-roasted tomatoes. This is just a can of fire-roasted tomatoes. I don't use fire-roasted tomatoes because there's anything particularly fancy. I just think it's pretty how they have the little black charred pieces. It has the smoky flavor and stuff. And I know if you guys watch this also, you're thinking to yourself, but Lori, you can't eat tomato stuff. I can't. You're right. It makes me very ill. But I taste the chili and to make sure it's right, and then I move on. Now, in a perfect world, if I were making this at home, well, I am making it at home. That was stupid. Okay, if I were making this for real, like if I'm at home or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I would wait about 45 minutes before I add the tomatoes. I actually let it come to a simmer and a boil and really just bubble and bubble on a nice low heat, and then I add in the tomatoes. But because I'm trying to get through it, nothing goes wrong if you make it this way. I mean, you know, I just noticed I like it that way. Okay, what we got here? Someone says, hey, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Montgomery, mad about the beans. I'm sorry, girl. You know what? I'm telling you, I've had it with the beans, and it's good. But I don't know why we don't like beans around here so much. So, if you're going to put beans in it, though, I would put them in when you did the, right before you put in the beer and the broth, because you want the beans to become one with the meat. You want them all to be friendly. But just make sure you cook it slow because you don't want those beans to start popping, okay? So, you know what I'm talking about when they bust open a little bit? So just make sure if you do put the beans in and you put them at that point, make sure you cook it nice and slow. Let it wait that 45 minutes to slowly simmer. If you don't want to cook it so slow, then add the beans towards the end, but give them at least 30 minutes or so to soak up the flavor, okay? So, then I let this simmer for about, like this, for like another hour or so. All right, what else we got? I'm looking here at questions here, guys. All right, y'all are awesome. Thank you for bearing with me and all of my technical issues and my new kitchen that's coming together. I'm so happy. I love my kitchen. I let this simmer, and then I add some cayenne. Now, y'all know me and this cayenne. Y'all know how I feel about cayenne. I add the cayenne last. Now, again, when I'm making this and I have a lot of time, I add the cayenne. I I only do about a teaspoon or so because I've got that chipotle pepper in here. And I've got that hot sausage in here. But I want a little kick with it. Now we also eat it. You got sour cream and you got cheese. So this is it. And look, the chili's done. The thing with chili is kind of like collard greens. In theory, it looks done, but they need time. They need time to get friendly. So this is a completed pot here. See how it's oily on the top? That's how you know something is right when it's oily. We're going to stir this together. Don't be afraid of the oil. Don't say, oh, that's just too much grease. And that's why you come back for seconds when I make chili. And that's why I won the competition. Because of this oil right here. Now I'm going to turn this down. And I'm going to put the top on this so this baby can just, oops, that's the wrong top. My bad, y'all, my bad. Let me get the bigger one. Hold on. There. Now that can get all friendly together. See that? Leave that there. Now, I'm going to switch locations. I'm going to put this one over here and bring this one here. All right. Hello, Tennessee. Hello, North Carolina. Somebody says, I love the spice. The baby I'm carrying is going to be a chili pepper. Honey, eat as much as you want because that if the baby is happy, you happy. I firmly believe that. I have 3 babies. I have 3. And I'm telling you, when mama's happy, everybody's happy. And all of my babies like different things. So anyway, that's another story. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day. Okay, now, don't that look good, y'all? Look. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, it smells good too. Okay, I'm going to taste some. I'm going to get some to taste. Here is my bowl. This just had beef on it. Okay, here we go. I'll put some in the bowl. I'm just doing a taste. I'm going to get some, where's the cheese, y'all? Here it is. I almost spilled the cheese. Okay, put some cheese on it. Wait, my husband's telling me where to move to get in the camera. Right here, like this. Is that better, guys? Okay. This is our first time filming in the new kitchen, y'all. And some sour cream. Okay? Now, I'm going to confess to y'all, I done already tried this chili because I finished this afternoon. It's just been soaking up the atmosphere. Oh, okay. Y'all pray I don't do the happy dance because y'all know I love the happy dance when the food is right. Heavenly Father. Yes, honey. Now watch this, y'all. It gets even better. Bang! Yes, I made some cornbread because I love cornbread. I know. Lori, how'd you make the cornbread? I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a video for y'all. Well, actually, I have a video up for cornbread. But I need to do another one because I make my cornbread from scratch. Y'all know I don't like boxes in my kitchen. So I made the cornbread. I'm going to stick it in here like this. I'm going to put this over here. Let me turn this down. I told y'all this stove gets so hot. Ooh, this is good. Share this video, guys. Put your cities and your states down. This is how I like to throw down. I put the chili. Can you get this for my families? I like to throw down and put all the stuff in there together and get a piece of cornbread like that. Yeah. Yes, Wendy. This is how we eat in Alabama. Team. Oh my God. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Y'all, this right here is some serious good eating. So, if you cooked with me tonight, oh man, okay. If you cooked with me tonight, let me know. I'm proud of you. I'm sure it came out great. Give it some time to simmer up. Time is your friend when it comes to chili. I'm going to tell you what, by tomorrow evening, this stuff will be off the chizak. Okay? If you have any other questions or comments, please let me know. I see Leesburg here. That's local. And someone says I should have a guest tasting. Yes. For my local DMV fam, we are thinking about doing tastings while we're cooking. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. I'm thinking about it. But this is good. Okay, share this video. Team Calabama, That's you, that's me, we are one. Thank you so much for watching today. I will see you next week, same time, same place. And you guys, look, we did it in a half hour. Yes! All right, I'll see you same time, same place next week, 8:15, right here for Calabama Cooking with Chef Lorious. Have a great day and happy cooking.